The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll start out here with the option left. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Complete to Zacchaeus. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time. Play action. Here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the gun, it's Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He's into the secondary. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
On play action, Lawrence. That is caught. And they work this out past the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's good for Jaguars. First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
play action. It's Lawrence. Steps away. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Some quarterbacks just seem to have a knack for setting up the draw play, and he did it really well there.
And those guys who can do that well often are very good at play action too. And the beneficiaries, they're running backs and they're wide receivers.
Here's Lawrence. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Jaguars nothing.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Hurts going to keep it again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A rough play on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They go play action with Hurts. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. Now 3rd down and very long. Hurts. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. And shedding through the tackle. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is going to have a Jags first down, it would appear. Yes, he does by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Lawrence to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Here's Lawrence to throw. On the move to his left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, and that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. The drive will start with an option going left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Give him the completion, no gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll set up to throw. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. How about this? Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 84 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Hurts going to keep it running right. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the option to give to Swift here. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Jaguars 42.
On the option to give to Swift here. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
And an Eagle first down.
On the option to give to Swift here. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Hurts will throw. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here comes second down at 5. And they'll go again with ETN.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Here now, third down. Throwing now, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now second and 4. Here's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. They'll run with ETN. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
A 4-yard loss.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Jaguars have won the game.